Hey, what's up guys? Retro Gaming Guy here. So I'm ecstatic today because I finally found the version of the Xbox 360 that I've been hunting for a number of years. I'm a big Call of Duty fan. I'm a big Xbox 360 fan. So it's only natural that I've always wanted to have the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Xbox 360 console. This is a 320 gigabyte hard drive version of it. And what do you know? I finally tracked one down. I have it right here. And I only paid $79 for this through Shop Goodwill. I picked it up locally so I didn't have to pay more on shipping it to me either. So I'm ecstatic to have this. And this particular one is in phenomenal condition. I'll show you guys some close-up shots of this. You can see that the paint job on here is immaculate. All sides of this look phenomenal. And it's one of those consoles where it does hold up pretty well because, you know, the paint job on here, it's that distressed sort of look. It's got silver in here. It's got some black, some gray. There's a lot of colors here that do disguise imperfections quite well. But after a close look, over the entire thing, it really doesn't have any imperfections at all, except for up here at the top. You'll notice on the side where you would actually lay this down, if you were to lay this down for use or storage, you do see some imperfections across the top of the chrome plastic piece that basically is the trim for the ventilation across the top. Definitely has markings on here where you can see it's been dinged up, scraped up, etc. Now, those are really inexpensive to actually replace. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably on eBay go and track down a replacement, and I'll keep it on hand. I'm not sure how I'll use this. I might replace it right now. I'm really not hard on my consoles. I take good care of everything that I have, so I don't think I'll run into issues, or maybe I'll just leave it like this and just have it on hand in case, someday I decide to sell this. But what I'll probably end up doing is just collecting it. I mean, I'm a big fan of this. I have some other 360 consoles. In fact, I'm on the 360 kick right now. I have one in my bedroom, I have one in my living room, and I have one down here in my studio now, which is this exact version. And I think I'm going to kind of display this a little bit and definitely keep it because I didn't pay much for it. I do think it's going to go up in value, but here's the kicker. With Shop Goodwill, they mostly power test things. That means that they plug it into an outlet and they hit the button on the front. And if it lights up green, they say, it's power tested and it works. That doesn't mean that it's function tested, doesn't mean that the games load properly, doesn't even mean that the disc tray is going to open properly. And that's a major issue with Xbox 360s. Now, I assume that if it had, an issue powering on, they would say that it, was lighting up red or something like that, but not necessarily, especially with a specialty sort of novelty console like this that they know is desirable. So we got to test this out, but here's the other thing it came with. It did come with a power supply cable, didn't come with AV cables, but this particular version, you can hook up with an HDMI cable. And of course, we do have to check out, I didn't even think to check this out until I'm just thinking about it now. I know it's a 320 gigabyte hard drive version. I didn't check to make sure that that hard drive is actually installed within. It could have been swapped out for a smaller capacity drive or could have been totally removed altogether. Now, luckily, this actually came with the Modern Warfare 3 controller right here, which is actually in very good condition. It's not dirty even. There is a little bit of a chunk missing out of the right analog stick here. That's very easy to fix if you wanted to, but has absolutely no effect on the functions of this. As far as I can tell, all the buttons seem to function nicely. So we're going to actually test this out. And what better way to test this out than with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 for Xbox 360. Now, I wish that it came with this. Maybe it did. Maybe when we open up the disc tray, it'll be sitting in there ready to go. That would be pretty cool, but I happen to have this game right here ready to go. I think this is a complete version of the game. There we go, ready to go. So we'll power this on, see maybe there's a disc waiting for us inside. Hopefully everything works. If not, though, we've got this ready to go to test everything out. Let's dive into it. All right, so first things first, let's go in here and see if we've got the hard drive included. I'm hoping that we do. We do, awesome. So it's the 320 gigabytes as well. I was a little bit concerned as I started doing the intro to this video that maybe somebody popped this out of here because that definitely gives it a lot of value being the larger capacity. And you can easily just throw in one of the smaller capacity drives, but let's take a peek inside here. And we'll try to look down there as well. Everything actually looks internally very clean. Usually, especially in a Goodwill sort of environment, you would see caked in dust bunnies and dust all up in there. And we don't see that here. Even the ventilation here, perfectly clear. So I'm loving the fact that this is such a amazing find right out of the gate. Even the drive here, I mean, yeah, there's fingerprints all over it. It's a little bit dusty. but it seems like it blocked all the dust from really going inside here further. If the bay was open, then you have a much larger risk of there being a lot of stuff caked in there. But sweet that it's included in here. In fact, one time, and there is a video somewhere on here from a while back. One time I went into the bay for a PS2, and I found, I think it was $800 in there cash. So yeah, I mean, I guess $800 would be better than finding a 320 gigabyte drive in here, but I'm thrilled to have the drive included. So let's go ahead and set this up with my TV right over here, and we'll see if this actually fires up. All right, guys, we'll take our HDMI cable. We'll go ahead and plug that into the back. A little bit of dust just on like the shelf back here, but very easy to clean that up. And I actually wiped everything down very briefly, but there wasn't much on here. We'll throw our power supply in. I've already got that plugged into the, oh, I hit the button by mistake, but we'll see. So far, power testing's accurate. Does seem to be booting right up. Let's see if the controller is already paired. Yeah, it's already paired, so that's good. So it looks like it was factory reset, which is cool. I love not having to. I'm going to lay this down just so it's not taking up space on the screen. All right, there we go. So yeah, factory reset, which is awesome. I love the fact that I don't have to go in here and start removing profiles and saves and games and all that crap. So let's see, let's jump in here. All right, so I just skipped over the credentials for my Wi-Fi here. In case you want to park out front, you won't be able to connect to my Wi-Fi. But yeah, we'll see if this connects over. Sweet, it's connecting and everything. And that's an issue that I have found on some Xbox 360s where everything works except they're not able to connect over to the internet. So cool to see that internet seems to be working perfectly on this console. At the very least, we'll just go to Go Play. And I didn't even open the drive yet. Let's see if maybe there's all right, there's nothing waiting for us inside. It's actually in, I'll lift this up for you guys. It's actually in great shape though. There's no dust on there. This is probably the cleanest console I've ever gotten from Goodwill. I'm a big fan of using Shop Goodwill specifically, but even getting stuff from Goodwill, generally you find a dusty mess though, and you have to really take things apart and do a nice job cleaning everything up. So this is literally, I mean, it looks like somebody wiped this down, and maybe they did. Maybe they took really good care of this. Maybe somebody that was listing this said, hey, this is a cool find for an Xbox 360 fan like myself, and they put a little extra TLC into the item before they listed it. But yeah, this is awesome so far. So let's go ahead and close this up. This is already set up and ready to go. So we'll see if the game launches and see if we can dive right into it. Hoping we don't get an error message here. Seems to be good. Sweet. Love it. All right, guys, I'm ecstatic to have gotten this at the price that I did here. $79 total on this by going down to the Goodwill location rather than paying for shipping. Everything was found on shopgoodwill.com. I'm a huge fan, huge advocate of theirs. Found some amazing deals, which I've been trying to highlight more and more here on the channel. But we've got an amazing game to dive into now. I'm going to get to it. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys know the deal. If you enjoyed the content today, please give me a thumbs up on the video. Huge help to me here on YouTube. And of course, hit subscribe to stay in the loop for all future videos right here in the Retro Gaming Guy YouTube channel. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you on the next one.